Good evening, students. Today we are going to look at the topic as the types of control. There are basically four types of controls. First one is the pre-controls. These controls are also known as the feed-forward controls and are basically the preventive in nature. The control takes place before work is performed. It is not takes place after the work completion. Before work we have to control it. We have to control something, that is the pre-controls. These controls are designed to eliminate the cause of any deviation that might occur later in the process. In this the type of controls we can eliminate the cause of the deviation. Deviation means the difference between standard controls and the actual controls. This would eliminate problems in production or output that could be due to faulty raw materials. Faulty raw materials we can eliminate by this method. These controls are meant to make sure that performance objectives are clear and all resources are available at the time needed in order to attain these objectives. To make sure all resources are available to attain the objectives. Second control, steering controls. The key feature of these controls is the capability to take the corrective action when the deviation has already taken place but the task has not yet been completed. Focus on only to find out the deviation, then we have to correct the deviation before action. The great advantage of a steering control is that corrective actions can be taken early. Correcting actions should be taken on time. The early start with the steering controls increases the chances that we will achieve a favorable outcome. If we find out the deviation before action, we will avoid some losses. Yes or no controls. These controls are designed to check at each checkpoint whether the activity should be allowed to produce further or not. This controller uses the conditions of production, whether we can produce or not. These controls are necessary and useful where a product passes sequentially from the one point to another with the improvements added to each step along the way. Process is not a single step, it has multiple steps and passes sequentially. So through this step we can improve, we can add some improvements. Example, quality control, safety checks, legal approvals, etc. The aim of this type is to make sure that some predetermined standard is met before an activity is allowed to continue. These controls can be very time consuming and in addition raise a possibility of misuse. It takes a lot of time and the chances of the faultiness is also. Second, the post-action controls, also known as the feedback control. Post-action controls measure results from completed actions. We can measure through this control method how much unit we have completed. The results are compared with the predetermined standards, and if there are any deviations, corrective actions can be taken for further activities. Before actions, if we have any deviations, then that should correct it after continuing the next action. These controls help explain as to what really happened during the process of achieving the output. It focuses on achieving of the output. Advantage of this type is that it enhances employee motivation. Through this type, we can motivate employees in large amount. People now want information as to how well they have performed, and feedback control provides this information. People want information how much they performed. The management gives some feedback to the people, so that we can understand through this the type. Thank you.